Good evening. Welcome to Austin After Hours. I'm Taylor Ellison. Thanks so much for being with us. We've got a really fun show in store. Here's a look at what's coming up. These ladies are on a mission to spread kindness one song at a time. We head to the studio with the Mrs. Band for a sneak peek of their latest single, 5 Minutes, and to chat with Angela Lamont about how they're empowering women to follow their dreams. And this celebrity chef is bringing Australia to Austin. We're chatting with Curtis Stone about his dishes from down under and how he stays creative in the culinary field. And the good times never stop with comedian Andy Kindler. We sit down at the Paramount Theater to hear how he's on a mission to make people laugh. Plus, don't miss his sage life advice. But first, we're hanging out with the Mrs. Band to hear how they're trying to plant kindness like flowers.
Even know what we were doing. I think I had a unitard on. I'm not really sure. It's really scary what I had on.
Andra, this is such an exciting time for y'all. What's going on in y'all's world?
We're in the studio. We've been making our new album. We've been busy just creating and performing.
You have possibly the happiest studio in Austin, Texas.
This is our home away from home for 5 days a week. We've spent a lot of time really trying to make sure that it feels peaceful. We write music here.
You can feel that good energy in here, which I'm sure adds to the creative process.
Yeah.
What does your writing process look like?
It's always been collaborative, but most recently we've started writing with Gavin, who is in a band, Saints of Valerie.
Yeah.
It's been really a neat experience. He's local, and this new album is a reflection of us working with him. One of our songs that we're really excited about is 5 Minutes. And that song is really that you can change someone's life in 5 minutes.
That's a powerful message. What would you say really epitomizes the theme of this new album?
We have another song where it's called Brand New, and it's about lifting each other up, and there's a line in there, we lift you up on my shoulders so you can see the world. And it's kind of that, you know, it's that message. As we go through life, if we're lifting each other up and we're focused on that, then we all are succeeding together.
I love that message so much, and I'm glad y'all are out there using your talent and your voice literally to spread that.
Yeah.
As a band with 4 amazing, vibrant women, I'm sure there are a lot of fun and a lot of crazy memories. What are some moments for y'all that stand out?
We've had an incredible journey. We're all friends. We're more than that, we're family. And we all care about each other. When you start there, then that's where the roots are. We've had so many fun times. I'd have to speak about our outfits because that's been the biggest.
That's all I want to talk about anyway. Do tell.
That's been the biggest transition. Our relationships have grown deeper, but hopefully our outfits have gotten better. We opened up for John Bon Jovi, and by the way, that was probably one of the most iconic experiences, opportunities we ever had. We bedazzled all of our outfits, and I think we were inspired, of course, always. Who's not inspired by Beyonce? Hello, you know, we're gonna put a ring on it. Every one of us matched. Like, we were bedazzled head to toe, and every opportunity we had, we're like, okay, what outfit are we doing now? Get out the glue gun. Nice. At one point, I actually played Stubbs here looking like a turquoise peacock, and I'm hoping that picture is gone somewhere.
Like, I'm hoping we can get that picture.
And then I had a big wing, and I think the belt had feathers on it. I don't even know what we were doing. I think I had a unitard on. I'm not really sure. It's really scary what I had on, but you know what? The thing is, we were like really excited about it.
Yes, you were having
fun.
fun.
We owned it. But that's been some of our fun moments together.
I love that, and I knew we were kindred spirits. I mean, I have sparkly sneaks on, so
I
do
saw
you.
Well, yes. I see. I keep the sparkle alive, but you know, I tone it down a little bit.
I like where your head's at. You have had such a special journey. You weren't always a musician, and you learned drums at the age of 35. What kind of lessons has that helped you learn about life in general?
Gosh, you know, I've learned a lot. I've been on this journey with my best friend, with Jenny, in the band.
Yeah.
And it makes me kind of emotional, sorry. And we've been in this business together for a while. You know, we started the band together. It has been tough. It's been fun. I encourage anyone that if they find their passion, to go and live it. But nothing beats doing something with your best friend.
Yeah.
And so learning the drums and then doing this with my best friend has probably been one of my favorite things I've ever done. I remember calling her and telling her that I wanted to take this and do this. And she said, I'm in. And everybody needs that person that says, I'm in, right? I'll do it with you. And so we have been on this journey together, and we're in there to inspire other women and men to go out there, no matter what age you are, to go out and follow your dreams. And that's what this band's about.
You're gonna make me cry. I'm like, I don't have waterproof mascara on, so you better lock it up with the sweet things. There's so many positive messages in your music and a lot of emphasis on kindness, which evolved into starting the kindness campaign. What does that look like?
Our first single was Enough, and that opened up all these doors. And when that went out, that was just something that we had no idea. I mean, Good Morning America was calling, Queen Latifah. We were on this journey and we took it all across the country. And when this happened, we heard all these stories, this silent epidemic of people kind of suffering, of kids not feeling like they were being heard, and the suicide rate and all of these things. And for a mom, that's tough. I have 2 kids, and the kindness campaign evolved from that. And evolved from me finding, my own heartache and a friend of mine's daughter killing herself. And, she was bullied in school, and I didn't know that I was going to go out and do something. That's just what ended up happening. And that's sometimes when goodness can happen. We recently launched into 110 nationwide schools with Paul Mitchell. Whenever you get to share something with someone, it's kind of like a ripple effect. And launching our online platform with Paul Mitchell has been opening up new doors. We can go anywhere now. From kindergarten all the way to corporate America. Kindness has no boundaries. It's a language we can teach to anyone now.
I'm just so glad to know that you're out there doing this work. I can't think of anyone better to spread these messages. I'm so inspired. I know you're inspiring so many, and you have this amazing band that you work with.
Yes, let me go take you to meet the band.
Let's go hang in the studio.
Let's go do it.
Maybe I can play an instrument?
We would love that.
Oh, yeah.
We would love that. Let's do it.
All right, let's get to know the misses. Actually, wait.
Woo!
Now let's get to know the misses.
That was pretty good.
Oh, was it? I'm like semi-informally auditioning for the misses right now. And I'm just so happy to be hanging with y'all. Music is such a big part of your life. We're in the studio. We're going to get to rock out with you in a little bit. Who are you into right now?
Well, I just went and saw Greta Van Fleet at Stubbs. They're like a sound-alike of Led Zeppelin, and they were amazing. So that's probably who I'm into right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Who were some of your musical influences?
My parents just always had music playing, so it was anything from Whitney Houston to Bon Jovi to Steve Winwood, and I think I just kind of absorbed it all. You never know how it's going to come back out in a song that you write 20 years later.
I love that answer. Larissa, you're up.
I'm so thankful that I chose this career because I've gotten to meet so many really, really cool people and play with so many really cool people in bands. Maroon 5, Bon Jovi.
Wow.
We got to be in the studio and record with Tommy Lee. I'm really glad I chose, my mom chose piano for me when I was little.
Andra, what are we going to get to hear from y'all today?
We're really excited about our new single and our EP coming out. It's called 5 Minutes.
Let's hear it.
5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I know you're walking tall, but your heart's broken in two. Buildings, they will fall. It's okay, it's the start of something new. You just give the word and I'll bring an army to your door. When the weight of your wings get too heavy to ignore. Oh, 5 minutes, someone's road could run out. Don't give up on it. You could turn the car around. You never know when it could be the last train they ride home. So
many thanks, Andra. You can check out that complete song on our Austin After Hours YouTube. And up next, we sit down for some Australian snacks with celebrity chef Curtis Stone. gorgeous day in Austin, Texas.
Isn't it sweet?
Yes, it's lovely. We even got the birds chirping with us.
Good morning.
It's so nice to have you back in Austin. How's your time been here?
It's so fun. I mean, it's a quick trip for me, and I love Austin. The first time I came here, I brought my dad here for a boys' trip, and we came to listen to music and eat barbecue and all the things that you should do in Austin. And I fell in love with it. It's got such a cool vibe.
Doesn't it? Easy to fall in love with. So when did you first fall in love with food and cooking?
Look, my granny taught me how to cook when I was about 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, very early on is
I
what we're
was
saying.
very early. I was always a greedy kid, and she used to make this sugary fudge. I had a real sweet tooth. I still have it. And I'd go to her place, and if she didn't have it, she'd make it with me, and I fell in love with that art of putting ingredients together, and I still enjoy it now. And now this is my job.
Yes.
I get to sit here with you and drink wine.
And we all get to benefit from that. What's happening right here?
So a beautiful cheese platter. A lot of people think you got to go all the way to France for good cheese, but in Australia we have incredible cheese makers. We have beautiful dairy production, so great milks and butters and cheeses. Some charcuterie that I make in my butcher shop in Hollywood, and then some beautiful Aussie wine right here.
Lucky for us, there's wine.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers. Delightful. It's never too
it
early,
good?
right? I like it.
This comes out of South Australia. It's a Semillon Viognier. We have over 60 wine regions in Australia, and 60 wine regions in South Australia, where this is from, 200 in Australia. It's a real wine-focused country, actually.
There's a lot of wine
A lot
to
of wine.
enjoy, isn't there?
But we have such beautiful cheeses and charcuterie and wines that come out of Australia. So, you know, it's sort of, I think Australia is a lot of things that you don't expect it to be. And then when you finally get there, you're kind of like, whoa, and you're surprised by it.
When did you first set foot in a professional kitchen?
I started when I was 18. I finished high school in Melbourne, and then I went straight into an apprenticeship, which was a 4-year training course that you go to college part-time and work the rest of the time.
Oh, what a great experience.
It was cool. I did that in Melbourne, and then I moved to London when I was 22, and I worked there for 10 years under Marco Pierre White, who was a crazy chef in the UK with 3 Michelin stars.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an intense period in my life, but it was really fun. It was such an interesting perspective, right? Because you're around fine dining, gastronomy, you know, lots of culture.
Yeah.
And I was a broke cook who used to sneak onto the tube in the morning because I didn't have enough money for the ticket. And you know, my life's sort of gone through a variety of different phases, and the thing that's always brought it together for me and kept me grounded is food, you know.
Oh, I love that.
Being able to cook for someone and watching someone put a big smile on their face.
What's one of your fondest food memories? Do you have some that stick out? Or rather, do you have a really bad food memory that you'd like to forget?
I've got lots. Lots of good ones and a couple of bad ones too. My fondest memories are sitting around my dinner table as a family, as a kid with my mum and my brother and my granny, and you know, like just having that sort of togetherness was always special to me.
Kidding.
And then some bad ones. I burnt a restaurant down in London. That was pretty bad.
That's one that
sucked.
you probably don't forget.
Yeah, it's the one
and
that
you
you'd
don't want
like
to do
forget.
again.
Yeah, food's made all my dreams come true, but it's caused me a little bit of heartburn in the meantime.
Yes, right? I'm very not savvy in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
how does someone find that confidence to cook and celebrate with people like that?
I think you start easy, right? You can get a good quality tomato that's perfectly ripe and beautifully sweet, and buy some nice burrata or mozzarella that you tear up, cut up that tomato, good quality olive oil, good quality balsamic vinegar, tear up some basil, and you've put a beautiful plate of food together, but you didn't cook anything.
Yeah, right.
Right, so you start there, and then the next day you're like, well, maybe if I grilled a chicken breast and served with that, and then maybe a different vegetable, and you just sort of build on it slowly.
Yeah, so you have to work your way there.
Yeah.
What about sharp knives? Do those play a role?
They're important. You need a sharp knife, otherwise you cut yourself.
Yeah, I know. That's what my mom always said. She's like, just make sure you sharpen the knives and everything will go smoother.
It's true.
What about Mod? Tell me about that, because it sounds like you've had some amazing experiences traveling and creating these menus.
We really have. It's been a fun restaurant. The menu revolves around a wine region. So we started in Rioja. It's a 10-course menu. Then you get a different wine for each course.
Wow.
So that's all from that region. We literally take the team to the wine region. We eat the food. We meet the people. We go out late night with them.
That sounds so fun.
Observe the artworks. We go to theatre. It's so fun to be around a group of people that are inspired and enjoying what they're doing.
Any of those late night stories you can tell us about on television?
There's lots of late night experiences. I don't think lots of them are appropriate for television.
Okay, we'll save those for later, but thank you for considering it. So you're here enjoying time in Austin, and now we need to get on a plane and head to you and
Yes.
visit Maud, right?
Come to
That's
see
what
me
we all
in Beverly
need to
Hills.
do.
Get out there.
What advice do you have for someone else who has a passion, but maybe they don't know how to make it into their everyday life?
The truth is, if you love what you do, that's all that matters. You know, like some days, my days are like this, glamorous, and I'm talking to you and drinking wine. And other days, I'm making meatballs until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I get out of bed at 6 o'clock. It's the truth. But I enjoy that as much as I enjoy this, frankly. And, you know, I think if you enjoy what you do and you chase your dreams, you don't work a day in your life. You know, you're happy doing what you do.
It's so true. You have to enjoy the journey, right?
You do.
For that to all be worth it.
Right.
So what's your go-to entertaining meal right now? Like if you want to impress someone or you have friends coming over.
I actually cook pretty simply at home. I grow a lot of my own veggies. I have a big vegetable garden, so it really depends what's in the garden at that time. Asparagus is literally popping out of the ground right now.
And it's just fresh for you.
Right, it's like that first season asparagus is so good.
What's your ideal cooking environment like? Like do you like music or does it have to be quiet? Do you want people around?
Look, cooking is, to me, it's sort of a reflection of your mood, right? So if you're in a rush and you're putting on a dinner party, I'll listen to rock and roll because I need to like be motivated.
Okay, you got to
and
get
move.
pumped up.
But if I'm making like a caramel tart and no one's around and it's a Sunday, I'll play classical music and listen to that and sort of just take my time. So it helps, the music helps you get into that headspace.
Yes,
Glass of this isn't bad either.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you know,
helps,
just
right?
Cruising through the kitchen.
Have you instilled that love of food in your kids as well?
Yeah, they love food, and I try not to put too much on them. I'm not trying to turn them into chefs. I'm like, you guys can be anything you want. But I'm in the kitchen a lot, and they like being in there with me, and they're good cooks.
When you're not in the kitchen, where are you going for fun? Besides Austin, Texas.
Besides Austin, Texas, or a wine region of the world, wandering around drinking delicious wine. I go back to Australia 5 or 6 times a year to see my family back there. I spend, you know, most of my time, nearly all of my free time with my kids and my wife. And we like being outside. I play soccer with them and wrestle with them and do all the things that dad shouldn't do. Embarrass myself a lot. When you look at the time, you're like, damn, the day's already gone. That's a perfect day, you know?
Yes, exactly. Cheers to you, Curtis. Thank you so much.
Nice to see you, sweetie.
Nice to see you. What a great afternoon. Thanks, Curtis. And still to come, we sit down with comedian Andy Kindler, and the laughs just keep on coming.
And Marker.
Oh my God, you're angry at me now. That's what I see it. Angry at me.
Oh, Andy, it's so nice to be sitting with you again. 4 years ago, we got to hang out at Moon Tower.
I
and
remember
it was
that
a
day.
delight.
It was a delight. My own story made me tired.
We had kind of like a two-man show going.
Well, you see, I don't know. I work alone, is what I told you. I remember food. I remember a bar.
It was a good time. But now we thought we'd elevate it and bring you to this beautiful stage.
Let's take it to the next level. Literally, we're in the balcony. You know what?
What?
That's what I love about our relationship.
What? Wait, who's our?
Me
Oh,
and
us? Me and you? Okay.
Oh my God, we talk about leaving me in the lurch. I love our group. What group? Me and you. What?
Well, I mean, when I called it a group, you distinctly said, I only work alone.
No, I meant I'm in charge. You're also an independent contractor.
Oh, okay. So.
Boy, that took a long time, and I'll have to say, there's nothing more disturbing to a comedian when it takes a long time, and then nothing funny happens. Why can't we be the co-hosts of a show?
I mean, we kind of are right now.
No, but I mean like a more. Good morning, Austin. I'm Andy Kindler. This morning we're going to go downtown.
Is this your audition tape?
Yes, we're going to go down to our excavation reporter, Bobby Hardhat. Bobby, what's going on? And back to you in the studio.
I'm going to say this with so much love. I don't know if co-host of a morning show is your.
I did it for a week
your
in
future.
Toronto, and I think I scared the entire city. I was like, hey, everybody up, come on. If I'm up, you're up. That's how disappointed they are in this segment. They're already counting it down. Like we have somewhere to throw to.
He's not counting you down. He's just checking in. Let's talk about your real show. That is a one-man show.
I'm very scared to fly in a helicopter because I get motion sickness easily, and that's the only thing that kept me off of SEAL Team 6.
Well, I'm like Don Rickles without the, being that well known. Andy Kindler, below the radar. Andy Kindler, from nowhere to not so close where.
I mean, it seems like you've thought through that.
Hello, Steven Spielberg. I haven't written it yet, okay?
Okay, well, we're just kind of, we're testing it out.
Spitballing!
Yes. And why are we yelling?
Spitballing! Is there another show going on here?
There could be.
That's terrible. Everything's fine. You seem to be suspicious.
Oh, I'm just, taking it all in. I do want to know, though, do you miss Austin, and do you get excited to come here when you're headed this way?
I look forward. Austin, the barbecue, Salt Lick, the one that I won't go to because you have to wait 5 hours and then they're out. Yeah, sorry, buddy. How long have you been? Yeah, you've been here since 6 in the morning? We're out of brisket. Can you imagine how good it would have been? Sir, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're out of brisket. That's what we do. You got 7 hours, we'll give you a meal. Hey, who likes to get up at 4 in the morning and wait in line for brisket?
But the line's actually very fun. There's like entertainment.
How is a line fun?
Because there's chairs.
That's how I know you're not Jewish. Jews don't stay in line.
Okay.
And they don't find it fun. Well, they're like, how much longer is this going to be? Franklin, can I speak to Franklin?
It's Aaron. His name's Aaron.
Why do they call it Franklin?
What's his last name?
I'm telling you, Aaron. I'm telling you, Aaron. You bet. I want some damn brisket, and I don't want to wait like the yearning masses learning to breathe free. I'll have the brisket lean. I'm a big star. I'm gonna stand next to a guy named Jeb all day who's gonna ask me about every episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. And then at the end of 7 hours, sorry, we've got no brisket. I was the first person online.
You need to get there earlier.
This is it. This could be your last day, because they're gonna say, "What was the Franklin's 5-hour barbecue talk about?"
So I sit around my friends, and my friend said, you should invest all your money in Google. Invested in Google. Like an idiot, I sunk it into Ask Jeeves.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What are your secrets to success?
Look, I'm not going to say I'm a failure. Let's not. You said to somebody clearly unsuccessful, what is your secret to success? I have Herbergadon's warts. This is not. No famous comic is walking around with her burden nodes.
It gives you character.
I am so old that the AARP is no longer trying to hide that they're sending me a mailer. They used to hide it. Now they're like AARP blowout on senior T-shirts. I joke because I'm a big star.
You like NCIS? No. How about if they were in New Orleans?
I think the secret to my success, if you want to call it success, is that I never gave up.
That's very powerful advice.
Especially for stand-up comics, because stand-up comics are very impatient. I remember when I was impatient, and you want everything to happen immediately. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I wrote down, oh God, I'm so sick of myself. Do you ever get that feeling? It's like it's pleasant at first, but then you're like 10 minutes in, it's like, when is it going to end already? You're counting, that can't be mean, and that can't be random. You know what I'm saying?
We have a code.
This was a pleasure.
It was so good to see
Thank
you.
you.
We'll meet again in 4 years.
Okay, that's good. I was going to make a joke, but I said, why can't I be sincere at the end?
What a day. Thanks so much, Andy. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Austin After Hours. We'll see you right back here next Friday. Until then, find us online or on YouTube. Cheers.